Okay, so what if you could, like, really quickly grasp the hidden rules, the ones about influence, control, and, understand the blunt realities of power, not just way back in history, but right now in your everyday life? Well, today we're doing a deep dive into a really significant and, let's face it, often controversial book, Robert Greene's 1998 bestseller, The 48 Laws of Power. Our mission here is to kind of cut through the hype and the criticism, pull out the core insights from a critical review of the book, and basically give you a shortcut to understanding what it's really about. Yeah, our insights are distilled from the 48 Laws of Power, a critical review. It offers a balanced look, strengths, criticisms, the whole deal. And the book's foundation is, well, it's these 48 laws. They're designed to help you understand and maybe acquire power, drawing on historical heavyweights like Machiavelli, Sun Tzu.
Right. And what's really key there, I think, is why this understanding matters. It connects to everything. It's not just some abstract historical lesson. This stuff, these power dynamics, they play out everywhere. Leadership, sure.
Yeah.
Business, politics, obviously. But even in, personal relationships, it's really about navigating the social world effectively, whether you're leading, influencing, or just try not to get played, frankly.
Okay, let's dig into the strengths the review highlights, because it does have some undeniable plus points. First off, the history. Greene uses these incredibly rich historical anecdotes. You've got rulers, generals, politicians.
From all over. Ancient China, Renaissance Italy, modern America.
Exactly. And it really drives home how timeless these patterns of power seem to be. It's quite compelling, isn't it?
It is.
And second, the review points out its blunt and unapologetic style. Greene just lays it out there. Harsh truths about how power actually works, things most books might kind of skirt around.
Sure.
I mean, you see laws like crush your enemy totally, or conceal your intentions. It's not exactly warm and fuzzy advice.
Not at all. But that directness is part of the appeal for some, right?
Yeah.
It feels real.
Right. And the review argues this actually fosters strategic thinking. It makes you more aware of manipulation, how it works.
Like seeing the code behind the matrix, maybe.
Yeah.
In social interactions.
Yeah, something like that. It sharpens your awareness, whether it's in the office or, I don't know, dealing with a difficult neighbor.
But that same bluntness, that's where the major criticism comes in, isn't it?
Exactly.
The ethical side. It gets hammered for basically promoting manipulation, deceit, maybe even ruthlessness. It's got this morally ambiguous reputation.
For sure.
However, the review offers this really interesting alternative angle, using the book defensively.
Okay. So not necessarily using the laws yourself.
Right. Understanding them so you can recognize when someone else might be using these tactics against you. It's about awareness and self-protection.
That makes sense. A different way to frame its utility.
Exactly. And the review is very clear. This book is not for you if you're looking for lessons in empathy or collaboration or kindness. It just isn't. It's really aimed at people interested in strategy, in control, in the sometimes darker side of human psychology.
Got it.
Oh, and there's a minor point about the structure. Some find it repetitive. Law, anecdote, interpretation, over and over.
Yeah, I can see that.
But to be fair, that structure also makes it incredibly clear. Each law is distinct, easy to follow.
So considering all the history, the bluntness, the ethical questions, the defensive angle, who does the review say this is actually for? Well, it seems pretty targeted. Entrepreneurs, leaders, politicians, anyone in a really competitive field.
And people just genuinely curious about power, about history, about strategy.
Right. The review's final take seems to be that it's bold, it's provocative, definitely useful, but you absolutely need to read it with a critical eye because of those ethical gray zones we talked about.
Couldn't agree more. It demands engagement, not just passive acceptance.
So wrapping this up, our deep dive shows the 48 Laws of Power is undeniably potent, insightful even, but it definitely walks that tricky ethical line. And it leaves us with a thought, doesn't it? If understanding power isn't just about wielding it, but maybe more crucially, about recognizing it and protecting yourself, what hidden power dynamics might you start noticing now in your own life at work? And, how could that new perspective empower you? Whether you choose to use these laws or just defend against them, something to think about.